I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. That one a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's caught here by Adams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. On the delay, Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. 16 yards of first down.
30-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Slant to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 30 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 6.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21.
7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 10 yards the pickup. First down, Cleveland. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got daylight.
One play at a time. Here we go.
The ball comes out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Packers 13. Browns.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. But the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Makes the score Packers 21, Browns 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And off comes to Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And the Browns are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position now into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
For a Green Bay Packer.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he returns this to the 22.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Jair
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Love, they go play action now. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Packers first down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
13-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Tyler Irvin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Working out of the gun. Love escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Crosby on for the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now the 2nd down throw on target. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the 1st time after the 2019 season.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Fields pass complete to Kevin White. It's a gain of 4.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And Walker has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got White here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A carry here for Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Love. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Dillon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
The Browns' 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Irvin on the draw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
4 yards.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 16-yard line.
Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line.
She right got me.
Shit, boy, on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on.
I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama crowd got a thou on the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down.
Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the summer up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the summer up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the summer up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the summer up. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them niggas get back from round me. My what it is, really I just came with it. Gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sail me toward the sky. Here I come, a freaky side. Oh no, don't you close your eyes. I'ma give you something to cry about. I'ma teach you how to fly without fear, doubt, just regret. Break it out, break a sweat, baby the doll, break a leg. Let you lay the power check. Sipping on the sun in the cup somewhere. Cause she ain't really seen nothing like me yet. Cannibalistic, animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take a nut.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Run for Green Bay.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
They run again with Peyton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard gain.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Harris now to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. second.
On second down, here's Breeze. Going for Sanders downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Sanders.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Breeze on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Easy. Kill.
On second and 15 now. Breeze. It's a complete to Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Going for it all. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Michael.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Good job, good job.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
11 on the play. First down, Packers.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2nd and 5 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
On the draw, here's Peyton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 32-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's complete to Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan, big both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 44, Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Dillon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. at the 20-yard line.
Love with the give to Dillon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little...
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Love to pass. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
swagger. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go. We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Maybe a little bit of a surprise to people that A.J. Dillon was selected by the Green Bay Packers, but I see the logic. This is an almost 250-pound running back who had a great showing at the Combine, running nearly 4.5 in the 40-yard dash. And his ability really shows up as games wear on. And in the cold weather of Green Bay,
he's going to take it in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Packers 28, Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. A man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. Harris complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good for a Saints.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Looking long for Thomas. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to roll.
His kick is good.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a toss play for Peyton. And they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Kamara, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 28-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Breeze here finding Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze to throw again. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he gets it down to the 32.
To Devontae Adams.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Score, Packers 42, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Fighting room at the 30. Fighting Harris over the middle. As we get this one up to the 44-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They run once more with Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
At the 35.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Slant to Adams.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy, the number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
Here's J.K. Skip. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the give, here comes Peyton. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Camaro. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And Thomas has it.
That's all you got!
And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Sheldon Rankins.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Dillon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That'll be complete to Cook. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now they